And why am I mad? I am mad because we talk, we don't do. I am mad because nobody listens. Our legislators are not here. We are talking to ourselves. Now we don't have the power to do nothing of all the things we talk about. We are talking about oversight. How do you account for the fact that the flight ticket to go and oversight somebody was paid for that person by the agency? What are you coming to write? You go there, they tell you what to write, they give you money, they quarter you, they give you flight, and the members will come and fight over the money that they gave to them. They will not give the clerk. They will not give the committee assistants that they could take with. But it's not even the fact that they didn't give the clerk. Now you are compelled to write a report of what you did not see, what did not happen, and you lie. Me as a Catholic, I will just go for confession first. Then secondly, financing a public hearing. We did a public hearing last year. And then the committee called me to tell me that a consultant was employed to write a report. And then I asked the consultant, were you at the public hearing? He said no. So what do you want to write? Ifoma, we give you material to write the report. I said no, it's not going to happen. I will not work with you. I put my feet down and I told him I'm not going to work with you. And I sat down because they are looking at us as if we do not have capacity. Me, I'm just 2 steps out of National Assembly for retirement. So right now, my mother says she's not dancing so that people will give her money. It's so that they will see me. So I will say what I want to say. I sat down and I did a proper report of that public hearing, and I took it to the chairman. I said, this is the report. And they were looking at me like, you mean it? I said, yes. Oh, no, you have to change. I said, no, this is what happened. If you want to change it, you now go ahead and change it. But the original report is in my system. I don't use secretaries. I type my report myself. So if they want to change it, they should go ahead and change it. I am waiting. Then we are talking about punishing MDAs. They will come on TV and they will say this erring MDA did this. All the atrocities that have been committed in the National Assembly, who punished them? We don't follow the budget process the way it is. They will budget money for instance, staff budget, money for training, money for clinic, money for sports, money for books, money. They collapse it. It is in the National Assembly I say hearing about collapse. What is collapse? Sir, both of you know what collapse is. Collapse. The money now, allowances that are budgeted for National Assembly staff is collapsed.
To expose them. This is not a stranger who is not a lawmaker coming out to expose. This is a lawmaker under Akpabio that is exposing what is going on in Akpabio's National Assembly. Meanwhile, some people out of sentiment are still trying to support this level of decadence in our system. This level of decadence, this act of corruption in a department of a government that's supposed to checkmate every other institution, that's supposed to checkmate the executive in order for the benefit of Nigerians. Some people will still support this because of sentiment, maybe because of religious affiliation, ethnic affiliation, and all. They will support this. I want to ask a question before I proceed. Dear Nigerians, please tell me, how possible is this? How possible is it for this crop of politicians, for this crop of lawmakers who are dying on the mandate of Pablo Escobar? How possible is this for this crop of corrupt politicians whose belly is their God, whose belly is their savior, who are only loyal to their belly but not loyal to the constitution, who are only loyal to their belly but not loyal to Nigerian citizens, who are only loyal to their belly but not loyal to your mother in the village you can feed, who are only loyal to their belly but not loyal, to the overall, what concern, what affect the Nigerian citizen. I want to ask you a question. How possible is it for this crop of politicians to ever let a Peter Obi emerge as a president. How possible is it for them to allow a man of Peter Obi to emerge and supersede over the affair of Nigeria and begin to tackle corruption from the root? How possible is it? How possible is it for a man who live? How possible is it for this crop of politicians to allow a man who left Anambra State after leaving? He decided not to collect pension till date. He has never collected a cent till date. But meanwhile, this crop of politicians, many of who are there, what is it? What is this man saying? How they are looting, the level of corruption. It stinks in this assembly. Natasha spoke. Some of you have to send message. She's lying. Have you heard another woman? Have you heard that? Have you heard that? Are you telling me with this crop of politicians there is hope for Nigeria? Are you telling? Oh my God! Peter Obi said something. He said, "If you are not stealing as a leader, if you are not stealing as the number one man, the president," he said, "every other person around you will be scared to steal." Isn't that the reason they cannot put a law like that of China, that if you steal when you leave office, they buy you? That is why they are scared of putting such a law. But Peter Obi, a man who detests, who have allergy, you understand, for corruption, he has already advocated for that. There should be a law that terminates corrupt Nigerian politicians. But guess what? All of them kicked against it. You expect this crop of politicians to give you electoral law that will vote competent people into office? You expect them. Dear Nigeria, isn't it time for us to write? See, listen. The four lepers in the Bible, they said something. Why sit we here till we die? If we sit, we will die. If we move forward, we will die. That's what the four lepers said. They stood and they brought victory to Israel. The question I'm asking you, Nigeria, worship me now. When are we going to rise up? I said to this, all this, wait till you both they call vampire. Because this Facebook and YouTube, their so-called terms is what makes us to still remember our own training, that makes us to express ourselves the way we feel. You don't understand. And you understand what I'm trying to say? When are we going to wake up? When are we going to say enough is enough to all those people you they call vagabond? When are we going to say enough is enough to them? You think you will continue to shout like you are scared of tear gas? Me will hungry spy you. You are scared not to come out. If they call for let's go out for this thing tomorrow, for revolution, for protest, guess what? Then you still fold your hand. If you stay where you stay, if you are scared that tear gas or they are going to buy you, hunger will stick by you. If security may buy you, what is going on around? It's not only the lot again. It's everywhere. This security, it will reach your side. Or you expect this proper politician to give you security? How possible is it? And defense. The army officer, and the posted his video here, is busy exposing the rottenness, the corruption in our military system. How our generals are looting the money that is given to fight insecurity. That soldiers are there exposing them. Now, in the National Assembly that should checkmate all the institutions, a fellow lawmaker is here exposing. What else you want to hear that you have not heard? What else you want to hear? You want to get used to a corruption here. That's why it is no problem. Let's just live like this. Let's live this life of mediocrity until we die. That is what you have concluded. When are we going to wake up? Is it time to say enough is enough? I saw a video I'm about to watch. I'm not watching the video of the person of Amechi calling for protest. Please, if Amechi call for protest tomorrow, everywhere in Nigeria must support it. Isn't it absurdity that this human being called vagabond Pablo Escobar, who had Nigeria hostage in 2012, who has been protesting against previous government, but now whenever anybody, whether the youth or any organization said they want to go on protest, the next thing we use is hopeless short police. You will use it to write a letter. There's insecurity. People will hijack it. Don't go and protest. Protest is a nightmare to them. Nigeria, when are we going to wake up? I'm done. If you are not condoning this absurdity that is going on, don't like and share this video. But if you hate it and this video makes sense to you, share it onto your fellow Nigerians. Share it on the world. Endeavor to like it. Thanks, God.